Hey everyone, welcome! Welcome to this week's Freedom-Preneur show. It's morning for me. I've got my handy-dandy Echo Beach coffee mug that was, well, it's kind of rolling off, but it was etched by Swano this morning with a couple big hearts. I don't really know what that crazy guy is. Probably the way Swano has been feeling lately with all this crazy work we've been doing, putting together this new program. How are you, Drew?
Yeah, I'm good.
I saw you laughing. I was like, I got to bring him out now at this point.
Did you say Swano and work? I thought you were going to say with all the crazy surfing he's been doing.
Yeah, that's a good point. With all the crazy surfing Swano's been doing. Well, I've been looking like this, actually. I always give him a little too much credit.
That's it. Sorry, Swano.
My hair's falling out. It's awesome. Well, anyways, it's good to have you, Drew. I'm super pumped that you're here with me this morning. And for those of you in the evening, welcome to today's Freedom-Preneur show. This is really a special feature show. So if you guys found this link, feel free to share it, by the way. You can definitely share. We're going to show some really cool things today, so hold tight. We always respect your time. But if you guys found this on my personal Facebook page, and you maybe have been following us for quite some time, or you may be a part of our tribe, our Freedom-Preneur tribe, along with the Online Alliance tribe. Welcome. We're family, guys. We have been running around this online space for over 11 years. Combined with my business partner, Drew, here, over 20-some years, we have been working online. And I think if we were to add everyone up, we have hundreds of years of experience.
That's how old I'm feeling.
I know, right? It's like, wow, it's crazy to think. And we host a show every week, guys, to really bring entrepreneurs, and we like to call them freedompreneurs because our style of freedompreneuring or lifestyle is a bit different than many entrepreneurs. In fact, our business is right here in my two computers that I'm standing in front of, and I'm in my home office here in Bali, Indonesia. We have been working online for 11 years, although we've been traveling for almost 9 full years. And this guy below, the Aussie guy that some of you guys may have got to watch the preview video, we've been working together since, what year was it, Drew, 2009?
2009.
Yeah, 2009. Our family, the Innes family and the Unstoppable family, have known each other, and we've really worked together very closely. And more recently, many of you guys will know, we're going to be revealing a bit of that today. But what I want to do, guys, is we're going to go through the stages really of an entrepreneur, the stages of growth. And feel free, because if my face is showing up, feel free to click on to the, make sure that you're seeing my slide, make sure that I'll know that you guys can actually see what's going on here, because I really want to allow you guys to get connected to this image. And if you read the email or the post that I made on Facebook, and also Drew, we really discussed about that stage of being an entrepreneur and what the growths are of someone that is really looking to ascend, let's say, to the summit of Mount Everest, right? There's a process. Everything we do has to go in stages, whether it means a step up, then a step down stage. And typically, guys, as an entrepreneur, you're going to have those up and down phases. And many people, when they go to the up point, they hit the down point and they think, oh, I'm failing, this is bad. No, this is part of the process. It's part of the stage, allowing you to move forward and to move backwards. I mean, I know if some of you are mothers, I have a lot of mothers. If you're in childbirth, they call it the baby dance, right? You gotta push and bring back, and that's the same thing that happens in growth, not only in in, let's say, climbing Everest, but heck, my husband Brian is a big wave surfer, right? Or Drew, who's an expert skier. You've got to take phases. Children don't run before they can walk. And so the stage of an entrepreneurial growth is relates to everything in life. And so today, guys, we are going to really not only pinpoint those stages, but we're going to educate you guys on some of the necessary items that you need to be successful, whether you are currently an online entrepreneur or you're new into this world and you're just opening your mind up to wondering, ooh, should I learn from these guys or what should I be doing? And we're going to show you some of the resources and the tools that we've just recently developed that our tribe of freedompreneurs and also the Alliance tribe is going to be able to leverage. They can now build on their financial futures and develop this lifestyle that we talk about that's that's such such a beautiful lifestyle. But before I kind of move forward, this is one of my favorite images. In fact, it's one of our most beautiful places here in Bali, Indonesia. It's at Uluwatu. I know Drew's been there. He knows it well. It's a gorgeous location. We're at the Blue Point Hotel, and it just makes me think, if you read this quote, instead of wondering when your next vacation is, why don't we just set up a life that you don't need an escape from? You know, and I think a lot of people, they forget this piece, that when you're hustling and hustling and hustling in your job and you're constantly going, gosh, when is my next vacation? But what if we could actually create it? What if we could create this? Now, I use this image of me. I don't use a fake picture, right? Because this is real. This is my life, and I'm grateful every day for having not only the opportunity, but the ability to do it. And so I walked, along this journey, along with my husband Brian. We've been through this journey, and what we've decided to do, guys, is really show you and help you as new entrants or current online marketers really build yourself as a freedompreneur. Now, this was a vision that Brian and I had. We've actually been part of the online world working for affiliate companies. We've been an affiliate of other companies for 11 years, and we have been the top income earner of every single company and have built multiple seven figures working online. And we discovered something when we started traveling, is that there was a lot of people that wanted this dream, but they were living the nightmare, or they were working that job and they were looking to escape, or they started working online, they didn't have the right amount of guidance. So guys, this has been this Freedom-Preneur movement that we're sharing with you, and why we use that word so openly, and it's so connected to my heart when I say the word Freedom-Preneur, is because I realized that more and more people wanted this life. They were being sold something else in hopes that they would receive it, and they really weren't given the proper guidance. So Brian and I have been setting out, like, how can we do this and really give people the right and the necessary tools? So what the Freedom-Preneur movement is really focusing on really helping you guys create a life and not a living. We want to teach you the skills to help you build this business online that you love. And it doesn't mean you are part of or have to be part of another MLM or network marketing company. That is not what we're talking about now. I'm not going to pitch anyone on another deal today, just so you're aware. There's no connection whatsoever to an additional opportunity. And we have started to bring together as a tribe of individuals that really care about the outcomes of others. And of course, we have a support system. And most of these people are parents. They are business owners, online marketers. A lot of vagabonds, because we are travelers. We collect the vagabond lifestyle, the wanderlust, and everything between. And then here's my partner, Drew. And this is, Drew, I'm going to have you kind of come out, because, of course, I want you to share a bit about what your vision's been. And it's really cool the way we've come together. If I could have created a better slide, it would almost be, of course, because every time we get together, we always forget to take a really great photo. And we should have us all hugging. And we have a couple great ones that of us here in Bali that I couldn't pull up before this presentation. But you know, our families have come together, and now our companies and our visions have come together, and I think it's powerful. So why don't you share with everyone that's brand new, that doesn't necessarily know you, and the others that know you really, really well, and they're going to go, yeah, this is exactly who Drew is.
Okay, cool. I think the all-time favorite photo that I love of us is the one where our families are together in that reflection pool in Japan when we were there just here in Christmas.
You got to pull it up.
That's just like that's a killer photo, because we're all there, all the kids are there, and that, for me, that sort of just sums up the essence of our relationship and, you know, what we actually do as freedompreneurs. Yeah. And look, so for those that don't know me, my name is Drew Innes, and I actually come from a traditional business background. And you know, so for many of you that might be on the call here that are seeing this message for the very first time, I just want you to know that it is actually possible to successfully transition from being a traditional business owner in bricks and mortar, or even from a corporate career across to the life of what can only be termed as a freedompreneur. And it was really funny. I was having a chat with Rhonda the other day, and because she's always been passionate about the brand Freedom-Preneur, and there's a whole backstory to that, and it's really wonderful to see the evolution of where it is today. And I never really considered myself a Freedom-Preneur. You know, I've always been a high-level business coach and strategist in the direct sales industry, working with people that were, you know, particularly wanting to scale and grow their not network marketing. My model has always been direct sales, but high-end direct sales. So I've been a sought after, sort of business coach, speaker, trainer, and high-level phone sales expert in the area of high-ticket sales. Worked for 4 different companies in 4 different niche markets. Like Rhonda said, I've been a top producer in the companies that I've been involved in, and one of the highest paid business coaches. So I come from this sort of mixed, eclectic background, and I had never really considered myself a freedompreneur. I'd always talked to Rhonda about the freedompreneur stuff that she was doing. And do you remember, I think it was like, I don't know, last week or something, I rang you and I said, hey, you know what? I've had this sort of realization that it's like, damn, I'm a freedompreneur. and you guys mightn't get that, but it's sort of funny how you see yourself, how you see yourself in what you do on a day-to-day basis. And I always envisioned myself as, this sort of go-to person in the direct sales industry, working predominantly with, top leaders and affiliates in income opportunity related businesses and doing business coaching. Yeah. But really, ultimately, at the end of the day, what I am, and I think what we all are at the heart of it, is we're freedompreneurs, and you've just got to find your, I suppose, what that means to you, because everyone's interpretation of it is slightly different. And the reason why that epiphany came for me was because Rhonda's just announced that the family's relocating to Canada. They're going to set up for the winter season, and we're going to be freedompreneuring there in Whistler Blackcomb. And Whistler Blackcomb has, I've got fond memories of it because I first went there when I was in my early 30s, and I became a Canadian ski instructor. I'm very familiar with the mountain. I'm deeply passionate about skiing, sort of committed my life, to doing that at the highest level as possible. And this is the first time, Rhonda messaged me and she sort of said, oh, we've made a decision on where we're going. And it was completely out of the blue because I'd been speaking to her 2 hours before and she never even mentioned it. And she's like all excited as she gets, and she goes, we're off to Whistler Blackcomb. And I'm like, damn, I could do that. I could do that. And do you know why I could do that? Because at heart, I'm a freedompreneur. I have a business that operates off the internet. I've developed some skills, and we've been able to teach other people how to do it as well. To share value and reach target audiences, and so whether you're a speaker or a coach or a professional services person, whether you're a small business owner, whether you just feel that you've got something that you want to contribute and share with the world. One of the most powerful vehicles today that can't be ignored is the internet, and it's social media, and it's I laugh a little bit about the laptop lifestyle because Rhonda and I and Brian and Lulu to a lesser extent because she's in the background running the Innes family engine room, but For people that are living the laptop lifestyle as freedompreneurs, whilst we get to have this harmonious blend between work, life, and play, we work damn hard, don't we? We work damn hard, and the reason why we work damn hard is because in this fast-paced, competitive world that the internet is today. You actually need to collaborate, and you need to share, and you need to find people that you resonate with, right, that can help you elevate your message and elevate your, I think the ideal vision you have of your ideal life. You can't do it alone. Things are moving too fast. And what we found is the more that we collaborate, the more that we see how we can benefit others in fast-tracking their transition from whatever it is that they're doing into this exciting, sort of new frontier that is freedompreneurism, I think.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, and it's so fun to see it because I know many people that are either watching this live or in the recording is that they've been watching us for years. and they've been, you know, watching you, they've been watching us, and everyone does start to dawn on them, like, wait a minute, I'm not a network marketer, or I'm not a, you know, business coach. In my soul, I am a freedom-preneur. But what is that jacket, or that, you know, that label we've been wearing? And ideally, everyone just wants to live a better life. Everyone just wants to live free. And I think what it is, it's finding, Drew, what we've been able to do, guys, and what I want to share with, you know, everyone more now is that what we've been able to do, Drew, is like find that perfect line between, you know, where you want to go and your vision, your dreams, and what is the clearest path to getting there, right? Because I know that many of us, and you have, we've been taking the paths, and they've been great because it does allow us to ascend, right, to figure out the way to get to the summit. But I've always been going, okay, well, how can I get people, how can I improve that success rate of online marketers, or success rate of online businesses? And you and I have talked about this heartless hours, I know, just going, okay, how can I help people better? And there's some things that I think that we've discovered of what's really needed that we're gapping in many of the companies we were with. You know, the companies created killer products and programs, but then it was like that front end, which actually sells, it's the vehicle, right, that runs these programs that we're always gapping. And so now, right? Go ahead and contribute.
So like you're right on the money there. I look at the if we look at the internet, it's like a tapestry. You know, like it's like a patchwork quilt, so to speak. You know, the old quilts that Nana used to knit, and it's made up of all of these patches. Stepping onto the internet is a bit like that. There's all of these pieces to the puzzle. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, and people are like, they're constantly getting messages thrown at them. Something's arriving in the inbox. They see something on social media. They hear about a new tool. And, you know, like, you just think about it, like Facebook Live now, and you've got Snapchat, and you've got, you know, email marketing, and you've got, you know, like the next new thing, periscoping, you know. Like, people have moved from Periscope to Facebook Live. People are, you know, in Google Hangouts. So, and they're trying to weigh up, well, when do I do a Google Hangout, and when do I do a Facebook Live, and how do I share my message? And, you know, it's like, it's never ending. It's never ending. So you can imagine, for an everyday person that's, let's just call it, sort of gainfully employed doing something, whether that's holding down a business or a job, or running your own company or your own professional practice, it's a bit like, how do I get on top of all of this without it just being sort of fire hosed at me? So I just become so overwhelmed that I go, oh, you know what, it's all too hard, I can't do any of it. You know, so what we need to do is we need to make sure that we create just a step-by-step process that enables us to distill to people succinctly what is the process that you need to follow to start living this life of Freedom-Preneur.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's do that. Why don't we take a couple moments? We're going to kind of walk you guys through a bit of the process of, you know, what's, you know, kind of what is the imaging that most people have, and then how to get there, because that's our objective today, guys, because I always create a promise. Every hangout that I do, I create a promise and objective of what I want to not only share with you, but really help you understand, and we will be sure to achieve this objective, and that is helping you visualize possibly the pitfalls and the path that you are required to take, and then and how we can assist you guys in getting there, and what our vision and our mission is to help you guys get there. And then we're going to show you guys some really cool stuff that we've been developing. So let me go through a couple of these, and Drew, pop in at any time, because this one, of course, you know what? Why don't I allow you to do this one? I know you like to go through. This is a really great timeline.
Okay.
So many people, and then they finally.
I've got the chart as a little thing down in the bottom. Can I get that up? How do I get that up on the screen? Can you show that on my screen? I'm in admin mode.
Okay, you can just click on the box that has my face on it below, and it should present to you.
Oh, sweet. Damn, lucky one of us is a technologist. everyone on the call is probably going, "What? And this guy's a freedom-preneur?"
Yeah, they're like, "Dude, I've been doing this for years." You learn
What,
something.
what, see, what that just demonstrates is that you don't have to be overly techie
That's
to
right.
actually live the life of a freedom-preneur and make a lot of money off the internet. What you have to do is you have to be more like Henry Ford. You have to be the smartest man in the room at any point in time because you surround yourself with people that are a lot smarter than you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm an expert at.
Absolutely.
Okay. So yeah, this is a really cool slide because everybody we know that finds their way onto the internet, we feel goes through this sort of life cycle. So we termed it the life cycle of a freedompreneur, and particularly focusing on, say, the digital economy off the internet. And if you look at these steps, it'd be interesting to see how many of you resonate with this right now. So step one is, why do people even find their way to the internet? Well, some of the most common searches that people, put into the search string is, work from home, make more money, career change. So there's usually these common things that people are searching for. Generate leads. In fact, I found my way on the internet back in 2008 when I was just innocently as the owner and operator of a finance business, typing into the internet, generate more leads. And I was just looking to generate more leads for my finance business. It had absolutely nothing to do with the make money niche or network marketing or direct sales or anything like that. But no sooner had I put an innocent search in there saying make more leads that I found myself offering up my email address in the promise of some book that was going to tell me how to make money on the internet, which just intrigued me. I'm like, what the hell's this? And before I know it, I'm like in somebody's sales funnel. So all of you have probably experienced this, but if you think about some of the ways in which you may have come here today, you probably went to the internet and did an innocent search, or you may have been referred somewhere by somebody that cares about you and sort of said, hey, look, if you're looking for more time or more money or more freedom or more something in your life, go and click on this link. You may find this of interest. But it's commonplace that the human driver behind that is some breaking point. If you sort of think about peeling the onion, what is the number one reason why somebody would go to the internet and say make more money or create more time or whatever that is? Because there's some real human situation happening in the background, and it's usually got to do with a breaking point. And what that speaks directly to is change. That just says that that person has reached a point in their life where things have got to change. So if you're on this call and you're thinking, you know what, you're speaking directly to me right now, well, you're not alone. You're not alone. In fact, I just read a really alarming statistic. Entrepreneur magazine believes that 98% of the population in the developed world seriously believe that they have issues with time, money, and relationships. That was published in Entrepreneur magazine. I find that, so I just got off a strategy session with someone, and I said, does that sort of give you a clue as to how big the marketplace is here? Like, how many people are literally out there living some disenchanted situation that they want to change? It's got to do with money, time, location, flexibility, freedom, wanting to provide their kids with a better life, whatever. So there's usually some breaking point, and you go, you know what, enough's enough. I'm going to make a change here. It's usually then, if you want to make a life change, for many people, and this is another horrific statistic, and this is a survey in Australia. I think it's part of our consensus, or census, that the average household is 3 months away from personal bankruptcy if one or a number of the partners lost their business or job.
I believe it.
That's an alarming statistic.
Mm-hmm.
That's an alarming statistic, that the average household in Australia is 3 months away from personal bankruptcy if one of the partners lost their business or their job. So there's this necessity that people have to make money. You know, many people, you know, feel like they're working for, you know, they're doing the work for money's sake. So if you don't have cash reserves and you're at this breaking point, then you've got to find a new vehicle. All right, and a little bit of teaching here. Just if you haven't had a chance to get around the work of Robert Kiyosaki and the cash flow quadrant, that's really important for everyone. You can go and buy the book, or you can just go and Google it, cash flow quadrant. There's some really good concepts there around, you know, people needing to move from the left-hand side to the right-hand side of what he calls the quadrant, and that's essentially moving from a situation where you're exchanging time for money, and then moving to a place where money's working for you. All right, so there's some good concepts there that you should look into. And why is that important? Because if an everyday person is exchanging time for money, you just can't stop. You know, life is going on around you, and everyone's got commitments that need to be met. So what you need to do is you need to find a new vehicle. And in the cash flow quadrant, Robert Kiyosaki talks about the one thing that's absent from most everyday people allowing them to get what they need financially is one key word, and it's leverage. It's leverage, right? If you take anything away from this whole presentation, write that down and become obsessed about how you can find ways to create leverage in your life. Because unless I've misheard, and I've spoken to about 3,000 people in the last 2 years from all walks of life, from all different countries, speaking different languages, all different backgrounds. For most people that aren't financially independent already, which is a very few people, very few, 1% or even less, that aren't already financially independent, and they're over 45 or they're close to 45, they all feel like they need to create 10 years of financial results in 3 years. That's how everyone feels, because we live in what's called the post-trust era, post the GFC financial crisis, which has affected so many people in so many different ways. So because we're in this post-trust GFC era, many people over 45 or around that age are like going, my gosh, how can I get an accelerated, enhanced return on my time, money, and effort, because something's got to change. And what they're talking about is a vehicle. They need a vehicle to make money with. And if it's not shares, and it's not real estate, and it's not money, you know, like short-term money trading, and it's not some fandangle thing, or it's not an investment in a traditional business that they have no control over, then and remember, many of these vehicles are the very vehicles that led us into the global financial crisis, right? Because many of these vehicles were, you know, we sort of abdicated our responsibility of the control of these to the so-called financial gurus of the world, and look at where we are today. So the question is, how do you actually start to get some leveraged and enhanced return off your time, money, and effort? You need to find a vehicle. And Robert Kiyosaki always talks about that, and so do I. You know, whether it's starting an online business or whatever, what I just really want to share with you in this training is you can't not do anything. You know, if you're like going, my life has to change, I need it to go in a new direction, I've got to get 10 years results in 3, then it's incumbent on you to find a vehicle to do that. Because otherwise,
so many hours in the day as well, and that's something that people forget. They're thinking, let me add this on. There's only so many hours in the day.
Exactly. So the third stage is starting a business. You know, so there's this epiphany that my life's got to change. I need to make money because I can't just, you know, sort of pause everything around me. Life's moving on. I need to get some accelerated results. I need to start a business. And you've got a couple of options around that, but starting an online business is a really viable alternative for most people. And I'll tell you the reasons why, and I can rattle off a whole half a dozen of them. There's no barriers to entry. It's neutral. Anyone can do it. It doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman. It doesn't matter what race or religion. It doesn't matter where you're physically located, as long as you potentially have access to an internet. It doesn't really matter. So there's no barriers to entry, and no one is ruled out. It's an even playing field because no one is born into it. Everyone can step up to the plate and learn the skills to become effective if they're shown the right way. All right, and that's part of the reason why we exist, because we want to shortcut people's onboarding process into freedompreneurism. That's what we want to do. All right, because in the last 6-7 years, we've had to figure things out. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here today. Right?
Yeah, Drew, I want to add to that really quick, because I remember when you and I were working together back in 2009, and that was something that we said we have to onboard people properly. That was the missing element that took place in so many of these other companies, is there was really no proper onboarding, because what happened is they were working with someone that was maybe even new to this industry that didn't understand the process that it takes to really develop and to build. I think that's where this gap has started to lie, and why now top leaders like yourself, myself, and business coaches and those that have really created experiences, because we've known the failures that we've had. But it's that onboarding process that I think where people begin to, when they start this online business or become affiliates, they're like, well, yeah, I did that, but it wasn't working then.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. And even a lot of the systems that are available today, which are like amazing, like compared to what we started out with in 2009 and having to figure it all out yourself, a lot of these done-for-you sales and marketing, training, and event and coaching companies and systems, they're amazing, right? But even irrespective of how amazing they are, they're still missing some of the key fundamental elements to onboard somebody correctly and give them all of the tools and the what I called online digital positioning assets that they need to be independent business owners and be effective online in their own right. Right. So this is like the third node here. The third node is, well, I need to start a business, and the easiest way to start a business is to join an affiliate program. That's the easiest way, because if you really just want to narrow it down to, well, what are my options? Option one is you do it yourself. You try and figure it all out, as we had to, and there's a long road to that. Option two is you do some due diligence around an existing affiliate offer or some sort of company that has a program, and you align yourself with that, and then you go about learning some fundamental skills to become effective in marketing. All right, and then once you've got those skills, you can start to scale your income and achieve some better financial results. The benefit of the internet is you can leverage technology to reach a global market, so that removes you from local economic forces, and it broadens the opportunity that you have. Case in point, if I was a traditional builder today here in Australia, my building company would be geographically constrained to a local market, no leverage. Right, but I can learn some new skills and package the knowledge that I have in my head, and I can productize that, and I can price it at a level where it makes economic sense, and I can market that anywhere in the world. So all of a sudden I go from a very small marketplace, geographically constrained, to the world is my oyster, so to speak, and that's what's available for everyone. But affiliate marketing is the sort of next node, and then what happens is we see a lot of people move into phase 4, where for whatever reason, and it could be a whole host of personal reasons to them, that they're just evolving as a business owner and an entrepreneur in their own right, that they're feeling some inner calling that they just simply want to be more free and express themselves and market in a certain way that's not congruent with the companies that they were aligned with. They fall out of love with the product. They fall out of love with the leadership. There's changes to the compensation plan. There's literally a number of things that could go wrong, but it's not uncommon that people will then move to step 4, this node 4, and this is no longer feeling true and disconnected to whatever you were that you got started with. And you see that all the time. You see people jumping around from company to company, essentially trying to find a happy home. Does that sort of ring true? Just trying to find a happy home, something that they can believe in.
Yep.
So, and then from there, you move into what I call a business change moment. And the business change moment is sort of almost like me calling Rhonda a week ago and going, yo, you know what? Damn, I'm a Freedom-Preneur. It's sort of like, I've moved into mode 6. So the business change moment when it comes when you realize that there are so many other ways in which you want to contribute and serve, that you want to product and package, you want to package the knowledge that you have and productize that and share your message and your value with the world. Or you just want a degree of independence that being so closely coupled with an income opportunity won't allow you to have. So for example, if your business is just solely centered around the promotion of one multi-level marketing company or direct sales business, then that's also the weakness of your business, because the deal is not your business. The deal is your profit maximizer. It's the way that you monetize the traffic that you're attracting into your sales funnel. Now, for many people, they're just attracting the traffic. And if I'm covering terms here that the layperson on this call doesn't understand, that's okay. Just work with me here. We'll explain some of these concepts. But you can imagine if you're attracting a potential customer to do business with you, but you're placing that customer directly inside of the company that you're promoting's sales funnel process, and you're not building your own customer base, database, contact records, email lists, then potentially when you step away from that business, what are you left with? No value. You haven't built any stock value in your own business. So many people hit node 5 and see that they've evolved as a person and they have something more to contribute and share, and they want a more independent business model, right? And that's where you start to get the first sense of freedompreneurism. This is where you realize that you can actually create a business and a life independent of a deal, and with the right training and support and coaching and resources, you can scale that to not only monetize your passion in an authentic way, but you can also create a life that you love around your business and scale that to achieve whatever your financial goals and objectives are. That's freedompreneurism. That's what we stand for. Working with that everyday person that is, and here's the thing. Here, if I could have a call to action right here, you know what it'd be? It'd be, guys, skip 1, 2, 3, and 4, and just jump into 5 and 6, and come be freedompreneurs with us, and we'll show you the way to do it.
Yeah.
And we can give you access to everything that you need to actually, just be the best version of yourself online, and teach you how to package and productize the knowledge and the passion and everything that you have to live life on your terms and live off the internet. Skip all the rest. Let's just get to the business end of it.
We only speak, though, from experience, right? Because this is where we've gone. And typically what I find is that whenever I'm sharing or teaching is that we can only speak from our experience. Now, having over 20 years between the two of us, we all know that these are the points. And we've done these exact front end nodes all the way up through number 5 multiple times. There's something, yes. Right? We have. But there's something that you did bring up that I want to highlight to many people, is that there's nothing against having or being connected to affiliate company and leveraging multiple streams of income, because we'll discuss that. I know certainly Kiyosaki and Tony Robbins and all of the greats, right, that are great investors. You want to have your hands in several different pots so that when one market may be declining, the other may be growing. So there's nothing wrong with it, although what the point is that we're looking to make is that when you are moving through these phases where you're no longer connected to wanting, those offers or those deals, and you are developing yourself, it's just a process of growth. It's where it's that example of being and climbing the Mount Everest summit, right? In order to climb that summit, you're going to take those ups and downs, and sometimes you may never even get to that summit point, and then you've got to step a bit back and then grow again. And so, our objective is for anyone that we work with is that eventually you move on and you become a freedompreneur and you're developing yourself and your own programs and products. That's ideally. And then, of course, you come back, you become a trainer, right? That's what always tends to happen. People go through these phases. They're like, yes, okay, let's build my own business. For instance, Drew, just recently we were in Dubai, and we had a number, I have over 6 or 7 tribe members that went to Dubai with us because we've been working together. Now they're like, I want something for me. I want to write a book. I want to have a coaching program. So this is now the next level, the steps forward. And of course, starting with the initial phases of not putting yourself in that jeopardy of having a massive life change. You can be doing this all along the process. And but there's a couple things that we be very clear on, because I think, Drew, what has happened many times advertisements of make money online, you can do this is great, just put your money into the money pot and you're going to grow a money tree, right? Because I think that's the reality that some people think is possible for them. And we're probably going to be maybe one of the first to say this is a business and it does take work, right? So this whole idea, which is it kind of is the Swano lifestyle, but
Not everyone can live the Swano lifestyle. Rhonda and I, see, he's at node 7. He's evolved to a whole new animal.
He's
evolved. In fact, everyone that's in Freedom-Preneur movement, they have a goal to live the Swano lifestyle.
Yeah. You graduate from being a freedompreneur just to straight up, I'm going to become a Swano, live the Swano life. Right? But one thing to note, guys, this is very, this is true. I mean, there's been a lot of work in these last 11 years to get to this lifestyle point, but it doesn't mean you can't enjoy it along the way. And the reason why we're kidding, because the amount of trips and falls and pillars that we've gone through to get to this point, we want to help reduce that for you and get you faster to this point. But it's not, that quick, hey, let's just start living this way and let me live in a hammock. I mean, we've had some people look at that and say, wow, it's so easy to do, and it is. With the right guidance, it's much easier, more attainable in a faster period of time. And our point is here, guys, in all, joking aside, is we want to be more mindful than mindful, right? With our minds so full of so many things and ideas that we're not really sure where to turn. And Drew, many people, we find ourselves going, okay, where do I need to go? Because you get yourself into that emergency state. A lot of people aren't able to make decisions, right? Because you're in an emergency state. You've either, your child is, let's say, graduating either kindergarten or high school, right? Going and moving forward into university, or your car, the tire broke in your car, right? And you're like, so there's constant chaos. And in order to get into good decision-making mode, you've got to be out of the chaos of the constant things and the clutter that are going on, and be mindful and be guided in a way that allows you to smell the roses, or to look and observe the green trees and to see the sunlight, right? And that, I think, yeah, go ahead, Drew, jump in here.
I was going to say, and sometimes you need to take a step back to go forward, and I see this in my coaching, because I'm coaching people that are dealing with, real life circumstances, and many will be drawn into the marketing BS and hype that talks about, sort of overnight riches. And I'll have people say to me, look, I'm in a desperate situation. I need to make money within the next 30 days. Is it real that I can do it off the internet? And here's the reality. It takes time, money, and effort. It takes emotional intelligence and patience. It takes the right people to guide you. You've got to have the right product mix to market, and you've got to have the right process, which we call mechanics. So my best advice to people that feel like at the brink of desperation is, unfortunately, you may have to go and take a step back to go forward. So I'd be saying, go and get a job. Go and find a traditional job, right? Get your situation in check, but engage with us immediately so we can start working on your exit plan and turn you, and start working with you, building the logical foundations that you need to build. Because I'd rather give that honest advice than have somebody, be lured into the sales process, with an overhyped business coach that says, "Oh no, mate, you'll be right. Go and sell your grandmother's wedding ring and go down the road and get a credit card and buy my information product, and that's going to cure all of your ailments." Sometimes you just have to take stock of where you're at, be really, really clear about what your long-term objective is, and put yourself in a better situation to actually allow you to get what you want longer term by by being with the right people and getting the right advice.
Yeah, and you're right. That's, I think, where people get stuck. I mean, this is well, let's see. This is I love the 8 secrets of success, right? Which is just truly about understanding what the levels are. But you've got to put the time in. You've got to work through the process. Oh, what happened? I just switched slideshows. That's hilarious. There we go. That's super funny. Did you see what just happened? The slideshow just switched on me. And so let's just go through, because what we want to do is we want to actually share with everyone. I know that there's a lot of feedback. A lot of people are on this page really getting excited, and they get it. There's a lot of light bulbs, because all of us have it inside of us, right? We just have to actually have the right guidance in and the right people to follow, and not be this total frustrated business owner, right? That's someone that's just like, it's too much. Because this is what we do see frequently, Drew, is that you're a small business owner and the models aren't working. You're picking up, like you mentioned, you're buying information products. You're buying the last quick, fix thing that's going to get you enough leads or going to get you into the right position. And it's just you take on too much. You don't have the proper outsourcing group that you can follow, and now you have no game plan, and then you just turn into this guy. I know, I've been there. Believe me, I do it. Been there. Well, I know how to get out of it quickly, because I do have third-party support. I have mentors and that I rely on, and partnerships like our partnership with Drew, and I've got my higher level coaching that I can turn to, because if you don't have that, then you will find yourself like this frequently, and then again you're continuing, right, to transition into this, what do I do next? And you're talking to a lot of people, but you're never getting a clear path, right? So this is the path that we want to make sure that we're on. So Drew, why don't we do? What I want to do is this. I want to kind of get everyone in, share with them what we need, what we've been working on, because of course, we can help everyone get to a point. But again, unless you're willing and ready to get to base camp, to get your minds in the right place, you're not struggling, you're not creating doubt, you feel comfortable, you feel good about the moves that you're making, and you're not just spending a lot of money up front that makes you go, whoa, wait a minute, this is not the direction that I want to be in. This is so funny how my slides just are deciding to just switch. Like they're just completely switching. So let's do this, Drew. I want to share with everyone. I got a dog over here choking, and I got slides. I'm just going to stop. Right, this is funny. This is a perfect example you were saying earlier. Stop and take a step back. I'm going to stop, take a step back, and regroup. Because so these are the core, we were talking about this, the core problems that people are facing. But really, Drew, let's go into the process of really what is it take to organize to get the next several steps to leverage, because that's what we were talking about earlier, is getting you guys the next steps to leverage. Then we want to it, and of course just get access to understanding what this this model really is. And I can go up. You want me to go up to the CVO, which is we always leverage, of course, digital marketer, because they really helped identify what is
Yeah.
the absolute path and program to follow. And then we're going to show everyone exactly what we've got and how they can leverage it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I really like this slide. In fact, in my coaching, I talk about the handful of credible training resources that I allow into my inbox, and obviously Ryan Dyson Digital Marketer is one of them. It's just an incredible resource. You get lots of value for money there. So there's a little bit of a tip there, guys. But this is something that, as an online business person, and again, the relevance of this slide spreads across a traditional business and also online business or digital marketers. Okay, so it applies to everything. First and foremost, we need to identify. So what are we identifying? Well, we're identifying the target audience by identifying what the gaps in the market are. So what are the gaps? What are the opportunities? If the purpose of your business is to solve other people's problems and you've got a product or service that can do that, or you've got something that can create an opportunity and obviously offer more value to an existing market, then that's first and foremost what you need to do, identification. So then we move into how do we then attract the right people to engage with us? So what are all the ways in which we can do it? So this is different types of engagement in terms of traffic sources. So there's lots of ways, from Facebook advertising to Twitter to LinkedIn, YouTube, email marketing, and then things like blogging with SEO, social media, and so on and so forth. There is a plethora of ways in which we can attract people to our marketing message. And I always think about like the core fundamentals, content creation and syndication or ad placement to attract people to me, to allow me to build my list of fans, customers, and then through that process, offer them something of value, so that you'll see that offer a lead magnet. You're showing me now. who's in control? Who's driving this thing? Where's that slide deck gone?
Where's it at? Let's see. Yeah, what we were trying to do is there apparently, and we apologize for this, guys. Apparently, some people were like, we haven't even been able to see the slides. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me! We've been in full screenplay the whole time, which we do apologize for you not being able to see them, and we'll make sure you guys get access to them. But I need to make sure that my presentation is actually presenting. And we apologize if you guys have not been able to see them. How about now?
Okay, well, I can see it from my end.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. So then we're offering something of value to entice the audience that we've attracted to engage with us. So what we're wanting to do then is actually convert them from somebody that's just browsing. So think about it in the sense of a traditional retail experience. You've got people that are just window shoppers and browsers, and you want to actually entice them to actually engage with you. So the whole purpose of enticement is to allow you to engage and then convert a percentage of those people into customers. So you'll see here we talk about terms like tripwire, which is offering something of high value at a low price to initially create the customer, and then follow up with those customers, offering more value, which could be potentially identifying what other problems you can solve for them or what other solutions that you can offer them. But the whole purpose of that process is to essentially build trust through an exchange of what I call transformative value. Because if the purpose of your business is to solve other people's problem, the value exchange must be transformative on their end. So if we can do that, and there's various ways. One of the most powerful ways is obviously through email marketing, but you can also do it through social media. So we've got to have a system that handles that follow-up and interaction. Now, as you're probably starting to see, if you look at where we're at so far, identification, attract, offer a lead magnet, convert, acquire a customer, a lot of this, predominantly today, can be automated. Now, I'm not going to suggest it's fully automated and there's no time or effort or work on your part, but you can see that this allows you to move towards a degree of technology and or system automation that most traditional business owners never have working for them. So convert is important. We continue to follow up, more value, 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 and then you can see along through the process, you've got the ability now to offer your core products and services. And it may take a number of interactions before you've built enough trust for somebody to move from, from a prospect phase or from even just an initial upfront customer that's bought your tripwire, into somebody that's prepared to buy your higher priced products and programs, irrespective of what they are, whether they're coaching programs, whether it's some type of professional service, or whether it's some type of digital training product, whether it's an event. But if you've got higher priced core products, then it may take a series of interactions to allow enough trust to be built for them to buy from you. So what we're now talking about then is moving to another phase, and here you'll see there's a box there called offer a profit maximizer. Now, when we introduce terms like that, what we're really just talking about is higher priced products and services. And the term that we would apply to this model is called ascension. And one of the fundamental things that's missing today in a lot of businesses is the lack of a tiered product mix that offers transformative value to the target audience, and a way in which you can follow up through automation to build trust with the person and offer that product mix at the right point in time when enough trust has been built, and allow you then to create higher revenue for your business and a higher profitability. So this ascension is critically important, and the reason being is because what it does for your business is it changes or it increases what we term the average lifetime customer value. So there are two key things that you need to know as a business owner. What is my front-end acquisition cost of a customer? How much does it cost me to acquire a customer? And then how much is that average lifetime customer value worth to my business? And when you know those two metrics, it puts you in a powerful situation, because you'll then know what you can afford to spend in marketing to acquire another customer, and you'll know what that customer is worth to you over the life cycle of the ascension business model that you would develop. So that's why we call this the customer value optimization chart, because this explains the process succinctly. This is something that all business owners need to understand, whether it's traditional business, professional services, and or an online business, even whether you're involved in a deal. And then where it has create a return path, essentially what that's talking about is making sure that you've got a way in which you can reconnect, remarket, and retarget your audience, and essentially create what's called a closed link system. So you continue to develop products and services that offer transformative value. You remarket those to your existing customer base. You increase the number of the frequency in which they purchase from you. You increase the value of the products and services that they purchase from you, and therefore ever increasing the average lifetime customer value. So hopefully I haven't confused you in the process, but this is, as a business owner, this is it in a nutshell.
Yeah, and this is gold too, Drew, because this is something also, obviously we've been working online for quite some time, is that even though when you're part of a deal, most people never even understand this, nor are they ever educated on the value of understanding the metrics and understanding having set properly. And it's not the fact that they can understand it's just that they can't do it on their own because it takes you many, many years to figure it out. And then, unless the company or the affiliate program that you're connected to provides it, you're then left standing looking to create something. And I know this because this is exactly where we've led. I mean, we've dissected and learned and educated ourselves in understanding funnels. And all along, the very front end, the reason why people were struggling is because they were just using a sales page or an offer page that was given to them by a company. And as many people know, the course of our success came from understanding and identifying who you were in front. That people want to really truly buy from people. They want to understand who they're buying from, and they want to know and connect with the one that they're buying from, opposed to that you're just being bought or being sold a company. So I think there's been a detachment, right, where there's like, why have so many top leaders, they call them, have they become successful in the online marketing space? It's because they figured this out and they applied it into their current business. Now, other small business owners, even brick and mortar businesses that have understood this piece are now able to not only create what we talked about earlier, is leverage, where you're not trading time for dollars, you're actually allowing the process to be working for you, automated, living that Swato lifestyle, right? Allowing you to enjoy your life while things are working for you. But the point is, Drew, how much time does it typically take to really understand this and figure out on your own from the start?
Well, for most people, the reality is they'll never figure it out. Without somebody coaching and guiding them, and potentially doing a lot of these services for them, they never figure it out. In the most part, most online businesses, in terms of, if you can imagine this in terms of depth of income streams, like the first level might be I'm offering a front end product, and the second level might be, and I've got sort of some upsells. So I might be going from, I give away a free course, and then that's meant to build trust and then bring people into my higher priced course. So an example might be, that's a $7 product, or it could even be free, and then they bring people into a $47 or a $147 or a $247 product, and that's about the depth of their business model. No ascension, which means they're constantly having to go into the marketplace, spend a lot of money looking for new customers constantly. That's a really hard game to play. If you take it one step further, the third tier could be something like a continuity program, like a membership site, where you acquire customers, you create a members area where you exchange value, and people see value in what you're offering, and they're prepared to pay $47 a month or $97 a month, or even one-time lifetime payments to be an ongoing member. Now, that third tier, that can dramatically revolutionize your business, because now all of a sudden what you've created is reoccurring income, which you can go and use to acquire more customers. So most businesses are missing that that next tier. And then down below that, it's the development of higher priced products and programs. So how do I go from a $247 product to maybe a $1997 product and creating a more intensive course? If this course here was 4 modules spread out over four weeks, how do I create a really deep, intense course that has $2,000 worth of transformative value to the customer, and therefore be able to offer that? Because the reality is, that when you market, a percentage of, you're going to have a conversion up here, and then a percentage of those people are going to buy here, and then a percentage of those people are going to join here, and then a percentage of those people are going to buy here. So what I'm trying to demonstrate here is, we would normally do it like ascension, so you would see the ascending value of this. But this is also important that you think about, well, how deep does your tiered product mix and your service offering go? Because if it's just limited,
slide here, I want to make sure that you're seeing the leverage slide of exactly what we're talking about, which is our free enticement, tripwire,
Yeah. I can see that. I can see that. I just sort of wanted to try and maybe get people to visualize it with my hands, because if you're because Rhonda, I've done many consultations now with existing Freedom-Preneur members, right, that are on their own path to creating their own products and services, and the epiphany for them is that even though they've got this expertise that they want to package and promote, it's still limited to 2 tiers deep. They've got a good front-end offer, they've got a good mid-priced upsell, they don't have or haven't been able to create any expertise around continuity, so that would be the next step for them. They haven't got another tier and more of an advanced course or program or training product or whatever that next step is. They're not yet at a point where they can run their own workshops and events however they want to. So the business model is fairly typical, particularly in the author or the coach or the speaker or the book writing or the person that's got that knowledge, that passion that they want to productize and market to the world. And we know the model intimately. It's a very successful model. But you asked me the original question, how long would this take someone to do?
Right.
Most people would never be able to create it because they just wouldn't know where to start. With the right team behind them, we can extract that value out of people and help them with the mechanics to put that in place. But the starting point is really, the slide that's on the screen at the moment, because rather than reinvent the wheel, we've created a lot of the resources that people can tap into immediately as part of a free, independent business network not associated with a deal, and learn and basically experience it from the inside out, and then go about recreating it for yourself in your own business model with our guidance and support. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, and I think that's something that people are, that's where they stop, right? So you talked about 2 people. One is that you may not ever get there, so you're just leveraging a deal or you're leveraging something else hoping that it'll work. And the second person is someone that is possibly already graduated, so to speak, through this process of going through, now I'm a Freedom-Preneur, now I have something I want to offer. But what we find is most of those people, they do have something, but then they leave out that whole back end, which is the model that you and I have mastered, which is providing and creating these front, let's say, enticement tripwires, they call them in digital marketers world, which is something free, something that attracts someone to say, wow, I want to learn more. And then, offering them maybe something for $7, a lower ticket. This is where this ascension Drew's talking about comes into play. And then creating a miniature course with a coaching team, with a group of high-level coaches that actually walk people through something. See, when Drew and I started in this industry, it was phone, all phone. In fact, Drew, I called 3,000 leads. You see, we were talking about you've talked to 3,000 people, which I know you've coached 3,000 in the last several years. I hammered, I called it, like the cement hammer, 3,000 leads when I started in my business, because we didn't have any of these front end. But the fact is that we were the front end, right? We were the physical front end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we were the engine room. We were everything.
We were everything, right? And so now what we've realized is being able to develop and create a sales funnel that gives them assets that people want, and then move them through which, if you will, an incubator program, which is like a course or some education that teaches them exactly what what they're learning, and then leverage this continuity membership side where they're kind of going in and maybe paying monthly, but more importantly, you're getting actually a phone call from someone where you have a coach that's walking you through the process, so that now, whether you're ready to move forward or not, you've got someone in a reliable, warm body of someone that can help move the whole person along that process, whether it's you or a lead, into what really we call the back-end offers, where it's our online workshops or a mastermind or event. I've been hosting events now for the last 3 years because that's become part of my model. That was part of my affiliate program model to help develop and teach my team things that the company wasn't doing. And so then we came together and said, what if we then took our knowledge and our education base, our experiences of the amount of products we've already created, and take all that front end, offers of digital assets, if you will, and then turn them into a miniature course, and then offer the workshops and events. And our phone team, our actual high-ticket phone team, and we took it and bundled it together as the Freedom-Preneur way.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's it. So it's really just an expansion of the share the love.
That's right. That's right.
Like if you need guidance and support to allow you to get what you want, and you want to be a freedompreneur, then you should learn from freedompreneurs. And if we can shortcut the process, and I don't mean shortcut in the context of it's not about making money fast, it's establishing a solid foundation to allow you to build a business around a brand that will stand the test of time, that's congruent with your passions, and it has all of the right people and resources in place to help you get there in the most effective way. That's what all freedompreneur people need. That's what every business owner needs. All right, so
I think some people, I will say, I think some people on the edge of your seat going, okay, show us, darn it, we get it. We're educated, we understand. And some of you are new. That's why we really want to make sure you got this and where our hearts are coming from, what exactly we want. Because Drew leveraged and mentioned something called Share the Love. Our Freedom-Preneur Academy has what's called the Share the Love program. You get inside, we educate you on the 8 pillars, which is the start point of mindset, all the way through developing your own products and hosting webinars, and earning 50% on the commissions that you have when somebody buys something. And we're like, wow, but what if we turned this actual program in and added the full front end, so our not only freedompreneurs, our alliance members, all of our members, or that mindset of the freedompreneur, can leverage what we've created and add it into the front, add it into the back, or position it within their own personal product mix. And so what do you say, Drew? What should we show them first?
I reckon we bring up. Can we bring up the? Well, you've got 2 ways to go here.
Yeah,
Damn. Hey, I'm looking pretty young on that picture. See, I've exchanged my jacket for my hoodie. I'm no longer rich and relaxed in my sports coat. I've got my hoodie on. I've moved into a. See, that's why I'm freedompreneur now.
Yeah. See. Yeah. Now look at him. We've turned him into a maniac now.
Scruffy beard still. Anyway, we have 2 ways to go here. So we can go team site, or we can go freedom lifestyle funnel. What would you like to do?
Well, what do you say, guys? Maybe we can have everyone tell us. I think because the front end, of course, is understanding what the funnel is. We're seeing what the front end funnel, and then of course we do have what we call the team site, which is a full encompass leverage piece of content that it's like a machine that allows everyone to leverage anything that we're creating. So why don't we just show?
Let's go to Freedom Lifestyle Funnel. Yeah. And then we'll go team site.
Let's do that.
And I got to say, I love the team site.
It's awesome.
I'm loving the team site.
No one's ever really seen it. We kind of leaked it out to our group last night. In our group, we're like, guys, take a look at what you're going to be able to leverage. I mean, this has been. People are like, wow, what have you guys been up to? Well, I haven't been under a rock, but I've been under a camera and content creation for months. But it's exciting because it allows us to see what we've developed, all this knowledge, and put it into something physical that now others can use, and they're not creating it on their own. So I'm going to let you, let's see, shall I jump on over to the team site myself? Let's see.
Yeah, I think do that.
Okay, cool. Let's do that. And I need to make sure that the screen is showing again. It's a little tricky over here. I'm running on 2 computers. So it's a little funky if I'm not showing it the right way. Present to everyone. Let's make sure. Woo! Look at that. That looks kind of fun. And I know that we've got a lot of Alliance members that are excited because, of course, the Alliance members, there's certain things that some people relate to. You know, some people relate to, hey, let's learn how to make money on the digital economy, learn how to make money online. You know, Freedom-Preneur is a bit different. It's more of a, it feels differently, right? So we've developed our, you know, put our message together in, yeah, cool. Brian said he can see it. That allows everything on the site. You guys will see. You're going to be able to become a. You'll have your own user ID and allow you to leverage everything on here. So let's kind of walk through this a bit. You know, here's the start point. Which, you know, we've put in hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of not only time but money into the filming that we've done. If you guys know who Dan Usher is, he has developed some of the most beautiful films to really represent our message. You know, I'm about messaging and letting people understand opposed to just telling them. And this Freedom-Preneur video, if you haven't watched it, you guys are going to want to make sure that you see that. Brian, you can feel free to give this link into the chat line as well so others can look at it right now and just see it and leverage it, you know, kind of roll through. But it really walks them through what does a Freedom-Preneur mean. You know, you not only get you know, you'll be able to see, kind of walking everyone to understand what does this mean? What is a high ticket? What is working on the internet? You know, what is our academy? And we just kind of walk people through this process of understanding what it is that what we offer. You know, what are the programs that we have? All the content that's on this pages are something that you can share, right? So you'll be able to, you don't have to create a product on your own. You get to leverage, you know, what we have. So here, let's just go through these pages. So this shows what the Freedom-Preneur Academy actually is. Walks them through. I answer all the questions. It talks about the, you know, the 8 pillars and the modules of what you'll learn inside of the you know, of the academy, the type of coachings that you get, because you get to see the team that we've got. We've got a pretty grand scale of contributors to the academy that are not limited to the ones that are actually here, but it allows people to kind of see, you know, what is the team and how can I be part of it. You know, when someone logs in the site, Drew, why don't you kind of, you know, explain the concept behind the you know, someone having their own personal ownership and their own affiliate, if you will.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so guys, thousands and thousands of dollars has been invested in developing a WordPress integrated plugin that essentially turns the team site uniquely into your site. So what we do is we can program the team site with up to 20 income streams, and we can also integrate it with, we haven't got this integration piece activated yet, but we can. There's no problem there. It's just switching a few things, but it can be integrated also, so the opt-in form builds your list as opposed to building a joint list. So there's some really nice features of this, but essentially everyone would become a member of the team site, so those people that are part of the academy or part of our continuity program. You have your unique ID, which means you can set up a profile page that presents you in the best light, that also would then have your branding video on it. It would also have your banners on it for any other offers that you wanted to promote, all of your social media links. So literally it's a profile page that promotes you inside the team site. The other thing too that you then are given is a unique ID. So everyone has a unique ID number, and when you use that unique ID number as the extension on any link, so any page or any banner or any link, anything in the site, you can simply just put your unique ID at the end and then lift that off the site and go and syndicate it in social media. And if somebody clicks on that link and then arrives back at the team site, every page on the team site shows you as the introducer. If people click on you as the introducer, it shows them your profile page. It means if they go to any of the offers on the page and they buy that offer through you, you're the one that's getting credited with the sale. So it's like a highly leveraged, content-driven website. That means an everyday person can literally just get started with Freedom-Preneur with no online assets at all, and they can actually start sharing the love and being paid for the sales that they make when visitors are invited back to the team site through your unique link. So it's the fastest way for an everyday person to get started. You don't have to worry about content creation or anything like that. Everything on the site here can be marketed as if it's your own, because the unique IDs, because the link, the UID, is different for every single person because it has your unique ID at the end, you know, versus mine, versus Rhonda's and anyone else's. So everyone gets to leverage the site as if it's their own.
You know, and what I love the most, thank you for that, because it helps. It's, you know, when you're trying to navigate and show, is that Drew mentioned this, it's got about 21 income streams, right? That's just on this team site alone. What I think that many of our members especially are excited about is that, you know, they're like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to educate someone really on working or building online. Namely, you know, Inge and Tom, they're in the Netherlands. They might be watching. We've been working with them for a while, but they're really good friends of ours. They had a you know, their villa here in Bali, and so we helped work them through the process of building their brand and their blog through the academy. And they're like, Rhonda, you know, I would love to leverage the online world. I want to be able to be a real freedom-preneur, meaning they want to be able to travel and leave and knowing that there's things that are working for them all the time, but they are not familiar in the online world. And this actually happens, I drew to a lot of members that join let's say a network marketing deal. They don't even, they say, how do I even talk about my business? Well, that's a really odd question, because you don't really necessarily, you're not selling people on that business or that deal, and they don't know how to educate people on what is leveraging or you know, building something in the digital economy. What is that? So what we've done is we're educating people. I know that Drew worked timelessly on his you know, on his team site, and we've been able to leverage that. And it was like, wow, this was a revelation, because now if you see here on this resource page, these are the resources that any person that wants to even build a business or just leverage it. And if you have a brick and mortar, you need ClickFunnels, you need to understand tracking tools, you need to know how to market. These are all things that you can be able to share with you know, as a resource, and that when you register as a member and you have your unique ID, if somebody decides to buy an autoresponder, you get credit for it. These are all your unique affiliate IDs. Now, inside of the academy, I teach everyone what does it mean to be an affiliate, how to just start building a passion in a blog, and maybe put banners or offers on your blog post. The team site takes it a whole step ahead, because it allows now you to be a full encompassed affiliate of multiple different offers, and allows you, and let's say you are part of another deal, like Drew mentioned, you'd be able to have your own personalized banner on here that offers your deal as well. So it takes a lot of the guesswork, Drew,
Yeah.
right, out of some brand new people.
Yeah.
I have to create
for a brand new, for somebody that's just getting started and they want a really simple way in which they can take that first step, the team site approach is key. Yeah. Because they can take any piece of content out here, they can share that content in social media, and they know that when someone clicks on that link, it's going to bring them back to this team site. So at that point, that person is associated with them.
That's right. And in the fun part too, guys, is, as you know, we were sharing with you, we have a whole business model and plan connected to this. You're not only now being able to leverage the resources and the 21 income streams that are in our team site, but now you're able to leverage the sales funnel that we've developed that will walk people through this extension Drew mentioned, right? Which you're doing nothing at this point other than sharing, and then leads people all the way through to the back end, which is our live events that we've been hosting, right? So right now we've been building on this robust business model that includes you, but really we are the ones that are running all the pieces in the back end and the engines, and allowing you guys to leverage. Is that making sense?
Yeah, it is. So go over to can we go to the page where we've got the entry point to the funnel, the Freedom Lifestyle funnel? Is that okay? Yeah. Or go anywhere. I love every page. There's a ton of stuff on here.
I know. I've been going, knocking my brain up against, like, just trying to connect all the dots that allow people to really understand it. And of course, then there's this whole section which we call the Share the Love program, right? That it educates people on, look, if you just join us today, you're going to be able to share the love. It's not sticky. It doesn't feel, too network marketing. It feels real. And then, of course, they get a real person that's going to pick up the phone and coach them. So it's a whole different feeling than if you were to be offering something online. Of course, we've got lots of resources or success rates. So I'm going to go to our funnel so we can get people into the, let's see. Let me, because without opening up, or shall I open actually up the funnel pages, and you might want to do that.
Yeah, whatever's easier for you.
Because if I'm going, we might want to do the ClickFunnels pages, because if we're going here, then we're going to have to actually buy it, because it's actually live. That funnel's live now. But we can show them. Let's see.
Oh yeah. Because then that way you can show them the A/B split test.
That's right. Yeah. What do you want to open? Well, let's see, because we've got multiple different pages that they're going to be able to use that we're testing right now. The first test on the this funnel did really, really well. Drew, you have some of those numbers, but
Yep. I've got some stats. How do I? Well, I can show them my squeeze page here. How do I do that? I don't want to distract people from what you're showing at the moment.
Let me show them this at the moment, and then we can talk about conversions.
Okay.
Because as we mentioned earlier, guys, everything's about numbers. If you don't know the numbers, then you're just shooting in the dark. But if you know conversions, right, we know the metrics, we know how much traffic to send, what conversion's going to, meaning how many people are actually going to buy the first $7 offer into the second upsell to the third upsell into the phone call, right? We are controlling these numbers, these metrics for you, opposed to asking you to just figure it out. So here, this is the first landing page. We've got, this goes directly to the sales page, because remember, everything from the team site is directly connected to you. But we do have what's called an opt-in page or a squeeze page, where they grab a hold of your information and they get to this point. And we'll open up what that squeeze page is. Why don't you right now, Drew, open up in your system, so I'm not doubling up in ClickFunnels, but we're opening up your ClickFunnels with the OPM.
Okay.
Okay, so right, so here's the front end offer, which is my video. It's a high customized video. You guys may have seen it, where I'm inviting people to join us inside the academy. It's really beautifully done, so it's very attractive. We discussed Business in a Box solution, which is our high ticket offer, which is way in the back end. If someone decides they want to leverage higher ticket, a lot of our testimonials and successes that we have had within the tribe, proven results. These are people that are actually living it. They're not just pretending. They're actually really living as Freedom-Preneurs, not just living in their house and telling you that they're traveling the world. They're actually doing it, living virtually. I get this all the time. Oh yeah, we travel all the world. Well, you go to maybe your company events, but you're not really living it. We do it, right? Oh, hey guys, what's happening? We're on Facebook Live now, showing everyone what's going on. And so then we've written and created a Freedom Lifestyle Blueprint book. It's really what we call our enticement offer, or that the lead magnet, if you will, which is just enticing someone to want to get more information. Walks them all the way through proven results, right? Showing results that we've had, and you get to leverage all of this. You get to leverage our successes and our results that we have experience in, not only within ourselves, within the industry, other members that have had this experience. Really goes, a bit of a personal story, right? The connection piece. Everyone by the way, everyone that's, that is part of the Academy and a lifetime member will be able to use this exact same funnel. And then, of course, we have options where you can customize it and put your own pictures, where you're not using my picture or my image or our story. You're actually able to put your own in. Then we have our events. So really it goes all the way through. So they're getting all of this, bonuses, the branded plan. They're getting Create Your Perfect Day, a full Instagram product program, Facebook. I mean, we've got, I don't know, probably 12 hours worth of that, what we called a incubator program with a Kickstarter program for $7, right? So someone can come in and actually buy for $7 and get a phone call from a coach. And that's something that you know, it's when someone gets the opportunity to be able to communicate with someone, now we're able to help walk them through that process. So, all right, so Drew, I'm on the standpoint when it comes to the purchase page. So, you want to open up the upsell pages?
Yeah. I've got the squeeze pages here with me, and I've also got the OTOs.
Okay. All right, cool. So why
So
don't you go to the green button to share the screen, and then I'll give that back to you. That way I'm not, you know, navigating all over the place here, back and forth.
yeah, just one sec, darling. Just one more page to load, and I am good to go.
Cool. Yeah, so when you hit screen share, it'll ask you to share your entire screen. Just share that, and it'll show what you're present. We got a lot of people that are connecting. Brian's been connecting with a lot of you guys personally, asking, "Whoa, how can I use this? How can I use this?" Because I know not all of you want to write stuff in the comments. Feel free to do it. You know, we are private connected. We will work with you guys directly. You'll have the opportunity to join us in our Facebook group as well. We have a private, incredible Facebook group of 1,200 Freedom-Preneurs that are part of our academy in this whole education process, working together with us. And on this page right now, you should be able to right now physically experience this funnel that Drew's going to switch over and just show you on his side. And you'll be able to buy the tripwire for $7. You'll get a physical phone call. So if you're not part of the tribe yet, just go through this process, right? Be able to do that. And then we'll also invite you guys into the private Facebook group as well. And if you're already part of the tribe, guys, you're inside. We'll be hosting a private group where this is going to roll out to all of you, allow you to get access not only to the team site, how to log in, how to become, get your personal profile working, but then also how you, our lifetime members, get access to this full funnel. We built it, and we're giving it to you guys and letting you all use it. Many of you guys already have access now, if you didn't know, inside of our Share the Love section of your ClickFunnels accounts. You already have access as a lifetime member to the current funnel, and then of course, you know, walking through, you know, all of the events and whatnot we're doing. So, are you ready to roll, Drew? Switch over to your screen.
I think I am. I think. Am I sharing? Can someone give me the thumbs up?
My face, yeah, you're sharing, but I still see my face on the screen. So you might want to switch to your ClickFunnels account. Yeah, there you go. Cool. Now we see it.
Okay, cool. Okay, so what we've done here is we've developed more of a traditional style squeeze page here, but we know this page converts quite well. So if I just go back here for a sec, the early tests of this page is getting some crazy. This is cold traffic, you know, converting somewhere around 59%, you know, up to as high as 66% with these two different layouts. So you can see this layout here, 66% conversion on cold traffic, just a small test. So we're pretty confident that even this traditional page is going to work. So if I just go back and show you the layout for that, we're back over here. So simple opt-in, finally a proven done for you blueprint to leveraging the digital economy. No cheesy call to action, pretty straightforward. They get to the enticement is the Freedom Lifestyle Blueprint that they can download. So they get to download a book, they get a free download book, and then we're going to be taking them into the Freedom Lifestyle Blueprint. The promise here of live live one-on-one business coaching. So simple opt-in, they opt in here. That rediverts them to, that rediverts them to the sales page here that Rhonda just gave you a walkthrough. This sales page is absolutely killer, designed really well. It's got a fantastic introductory video, great testimonials. We come down here, video testimonials, some social proof through here of you know, income potential, which is all important. Then more storytelling down here. So this is just a fantastic, this is like a hybrid. I call this a hybrid sales page because it's a long form sales letter, but it's also got a short VSL on the front of it. It's got, you know, some scarcity built in. So, sorry if I'm using marketing speak here.
I know, right? That's good.
It's got some scarcity built in. It's got some bonuses, and the bonuses are worth more than obviously the value of the tripwire. And there's a call to action there for $7. So that's the sales page. We'll just scroll back up there to the top. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, you showed
Now,
the one, this one, the squeeze page. Show the other one, which is
yeah. So
really
this one.
Yep.
Okay, so this squeeze page is absolutely killer. So at the moment, what you can't see is Rhonda's beautiful face behind there. You see Hannah Lay here off to the side. So when this squeeze page loads, all you can see is Rhonda and Hannah Lay. And it's not until you actually move the cursor slightly that this video pops up. And then auto plays here, and this is just, again, a killer video of Brian and Rhonda. Really, you know, the storytelling in it is it's going to convert. It's going to kick ass, this squeeze page, and then they can opt on in, and then again it'll take them through to this page here. So then along the way, what we've then done is we've dropped in a one-click upsell, because this is delivered in ClickFunnels. So the enticement is the giveaway. They arrive at the sales page, which is promoting the $7 offer. So you're going to be able to create $7 customers. I've got no concerns about that. Then what we do is, after they've actually bought the access to the blueprint, they're offered this, the Freedom-Preneur traffic plan. All right, and it's just a $37 one-click upsell, where they get Instagram training, they get Facebook training, they get YouTube training, and they get all of that for $37. So they click on that, add that to their shopping cart. It bills them automatically. They don't actually have to get their credit card out and enter again. And then from there, it immediately then offers a secondary upsell. So here is Get My Complete List Building Intensive, that shows you step-by-step the entire business process, building your very own lead-generating, profit-producing sales funnel. So this is priced at $67, and this outlines what they're going to get: content marketing strategy, lead generation overview, monetization strategy, follow-up and engagement, and traffic. So if you look at what the funnel's capable of producing, it'll produce 7, 44, or $111 customers. And the reason why that's important to you is because we believe, even with cold traffic marketing, right, even with something as simple as solo ads, you should be able to really get a low customer acquisition value. So, and I'll explain that to you. If you spent, let's say, for example, $300 on a solo ad order, and you got a conversion above 50%, so you had 150 people opt in. Of those 150 people that opted in to go to the $7 sales page, you should probably acquire somewhere in the order of 4 or 5 or maybe even 6 customers. So you'd have, let's call it 5 times $7, 5 times a $7 customer. And then of those 5 customers, you're going to have one or a number of them take the $37 offer, and you're even going to have one or a number of them take the $67 offer. So it's quite possible that you could, and I've done some tests on the online profit blueprint with a very similar 2-step upsell funnel, where the front end income is actually more than the cost of the cold traffic. So for the $300 I spent, it generated $450 in income on the front end. Now, when that type of conversion happens, we term that a sort of self-funded liquidating offer. So what that actually means is you've got a way in which you can continue to perpetually originate customers, because the more you spend, the more you make, and the more customers you acquire. And I know I sound a little bit salesy there, but I really need, you know, it's not because, it's just really because I want you to understand the process.
Yeah, no, but it's vital though, Drew, that everyone understands. It doesn't matter if you're, you know, a grandmother saying, wow, I want to figure out the internet. We're going to do these things for you, but it's very important to educate you on the processes and what it means, because we will, and we have spoke in terms of, you know, it might cost us, you know, $200 to to gain, let's say, a 47 or a $7 offer, but if that $7 offer turns into 400, let's just do the math, right? 200, you're making $200 per lead. So it's worthy of understanding the metrics, and this is where, you know, we will be able to we're running these back end, these tests, so that we know, so we can, you know, prove that this is what's working, and change it as needed. But these metrics are necessary, Drew, so everyone needs to understand it, and you'll be educated on what it means, but it's just important to know that these are the metrics that you need to understand, and the possibility.
Yeah, and so the reason why this funnel is so important to, you know, for the existing Freedom-Preneur members and the new people that are just joining, is it's a very definite process now. It's a definite process for you to market, for you to acquire a customer that's going to become a potential long-term, you know, client of Freedom-Preneur. It allows you to own the customer. It allows you to monetize your front-end expense in marketing. If the gods are smiling on you, it allows you potentially to create a liquidated offer. So you're actually making money right on the front end, as opposed to just acquiring a customer at a low acquisition cost. But it then also allows us to start the all-important engagement process, because they're going to be delivered into the membership site, where there is a step-by-step process that they work through to consume the information and also feedback their learning experience to a coach. So essentially every lead originated, every customer originated, is going to have a coaching experience along the way. And how we're going to do that is they are immediately redirected to a thank you video that explains the process. You know, thanks for joining us, and this is the process that you're about to experience.
Hey Drew, I'm not seeing I'm only seeing my face again. I don't know if you want to show yourself, or actually even, there you go, right there. As a show that what they get inside of that, we need to show this.
Okay.
How they're
So, yeah,
so
okay, so inside the sorry darling, so inside the membership area, we've got there's obviously a welcome section, and it opens up with Rhonda, you know, explaining you know, how this is going to work and welcoming them to Freedom-Preneur. Then there's a little bit of mindset work on, you know, starting with why, and then we've introduced some information there with this Tony Robbins Frank Kern interview, which keeps people focused and on track. We then move into an explanation of you know, the academy and what's available to the members there, and then we sort of get into the, you know, the core training, the Kickstarter training. So we take people through a quiz, then through the exercise of designing their perfect day, and then creating a 12-month legacy plan, and then in choosing the right business model. And then there's a call to action to book a discovery call with your coach. But along the way through these processes, there's also an onboarding. So we're going to be hosting like a Freedom Lifestyle Blueprint onboarding live call. So and I dare say we'll leverage Zoom Room for that. So so each week, with new members joining this process, they'll come onto that live call. They get to meet with either, you know, Rhonda or myself or Brian or all three of us, or whoever the assigned coach is that might be doing that welcome call. But initially it would be you know, one of the three of us or all of us. So the person is properly onboarded. Remember, Rhonda and I talked about that at the beginning of the call. What's lacking in the industry is proper onboarding. So proper onboarding. At the end of each one of these lessons, there's a little feedback form. So the feedback form, when it's completed, sends the automated response to the person so they know what they said. We've also got it here so we know what they've said, and that gets archived away. So we've got, you know, a history of the interactions. Then we do the coaching call. So this is more of a one-on-one discovery call, just to discover. And this is the reason why it's called that call, you know, where the person is at in their business, in their life, get some feedback on the core learnings that they've gone through to that point, and then to, you know, prepare them for the next phase. So they go into sales funnels and profit machines, an explanation of traffic, and then into the digital business in a box. Then we've obviously got more coaching and feedback sessions. And then we move into the 5 core fundamental principles of online business: content creation and syndication, lead generation, monetization, follow-up, traffic, growth, how to scale your business, and then into a strategy session. Again, there's feedback. There's a feedback mechanism throughout that whole process. Then we've got the traffic plan in here that takes people into an overview of the traffic plan, and then into Instagram marketing, Facebook marketing, and YouTube. And then we take the learnings potentially to a deeper level here with content, lead generation, monetization, follow-up, and traffic. So there is a ton of information in here for the price that we're asking for. Because what you need to remember, everyone, on the call here is for the $7, let's assume that somebody is just a $7 customer. They're getting the welcome section, they're getting the Freedom-Preneur Academy section, they're getting the Freedom-Preneur Kickstarter, they're getting all of this, they're getting a onboarding call, they're getting feedback along the way, and they're getting a discovery call and the option for a strategy session. If they then take the first tier, the first one-time upsell, they're then getting into the traffic plan, which is here. So they get the traffic plan for $37, and then if they took the $67 upsell, they're getting these 5 core elements plus growth. So what we've done here is we've created a very logical step-by-step process so people can't get lost in the information. It's highly engaging because there's group coaching and one-on-one coaching along the way, and it's a surefire way that we can advance people through the process to really determine what it is that they need as far as a business goes to actually start to develop that sort of freedompreneur lifestyle that they're looking for by starting to live off the internet and develop the laptop lifestyle. And this is the surefire way, step by step, to not only educate people, but also to allow us to determine what sort of online assets they need in the context of the digital business in a box to get them up and running in their perfect business model.
Yeah, no, Drew, I mean, the amount of time and effort that we've put into this and the hundreds of hours of filming is something, guys, that we realize in order to help develop or create more freedompreneurs that can literally leverage all of our experiences and not rely on an affiliate program or an affiliate deal, we've got to take the time and put it into and really put it into deep thought. Our family is one of the only people really that have taken 11 years into this and are living this exact lifestyle. We want to allow you to leverage it, because now instead of you saying, cool, I'm now part of, let's say, this deals team, I've got this one marketer who sold me something, he doesn't really know what he's doing, and so he's sending you off into all these different groups, and you're learning Instagram, and all these different groups, to learning Facebook, all these different places, and you're buying workshops, and you're buying this, and you're still spinning your wheels like that marketer I showed you on the very early slides, if you saw it. Is now we are a team. We are freedompreneurs. One conglomerate freedompreneurs, which has a very similar mission, that is learning how to understand and leverage the digital economy. We've now provided a team site that you can use all the content on. So if you're brand new at producing content or understanding it, leverage a sales funnel that converts, that pays you 50% of all of the offers that come through, allows you to leverage a full coaching program, a sales team to help understand that person's process, and then help them decide if they want to either move forward with our higher ticket programs, which is becoming, let's say, a lifetime member, which could potentially be adding on a higher ticket offer, and leveraging then the events that we offer, that we will be offering, at workshops that we offer, that you're going to be able to leverage our whole process. Drew, we've had so many people asking, gosh, you guys put on Hangouts, you do workshops, you do all this stuff all the time. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I'm not unstoppable like you are. And you know, and what I realized is that unless I had a great team, a great partner like you, a great coaching team to apply, you know, a full encompass VA team that now does, I don't know, 70% of the touchy-feely work that I used to do on my own, the physical writing, the TikTok technical side. We now have a full encompass outsourcing team that can help us do all this and then allow others to begin building themselves and leveraging too. I mean, this has been years in the making.
Exactly, exactly. And I think, I mean, the benefit that our individual tribes and followers get is the coming together.
Yeah.
The fact that we've been able to find a way to, you know, to make our mixed skill set gel together and develop common resources that people can leverage off without sort of any fear or loss or competition or anything like that, I think is phenomenal. We can sort of just touch on the subject of the, you know, the affiliate team site that we're building. Can I? Well, there's more coming, guys. There's more coming. You know, what we realise that we want a central place that people can go, whether they're leveraging the Freedom-Preneur team site or whether they're leveraging the Online Alliance team site. We want a central sort of depository of all of the affiliate offers and the promotional resources and all of that sort of stuff that tracks everything, and you can just go there and know that you can promote. You can promote, you know, any of the Freedom-Preneur products. You can promote Digital Business in a Box. You can promote any of our events, and it's just going to be a very simple, straightforward, single-tier continuity program and affiliate referral program. In fact, I would just call it we're a referral network. We're going to handsomely reward people that that, you know, stand behind Freedom-Preneur and promote our products and events. What's that?
Share the love. I call it share the love because it's not sticky. It doesn't feel network marketing. Yeah. It's, if you love what you're learning or the education or the group that you're with, share it with someone else and we will reward you. And there's a video on the page that says we'll reward you in hugs and money in your account. Because for me, it's always been about what more value can we share. And if I have value inside of education that I've got, I'm just really sharing the love of the life that I live. So why not do it that? Because it just gets a bit sticky sometimes. So we want to bring it together to where people that are not, they don't know anything about the online world or this affiliate talk, which can sometimes, let's be honest, can get a bit slimy. So the languaging, the quick sales tongue, we're building a real business. You know, Drew's got, you know, many years in brick and mortar, you know, businesses, and I'm a corporate executive, and my languaging has never been able to say, hurry up, quickly, buy this, make this kind of money, do this. Because in reality, guys, that's not a long-term plan. That's not a long-term way to build legacy, to be proud of what you're doing. It's a quick fix way to put money in your pocket. And it always brings me back to this quote, Drew, is what does it profit a man to gain the world yet lose his soul?
Exactly. Right?
And we want you to really maintain.
And we're certainly seeing a bit of that in the marketplace at the moment with people jumping ship and selling out.
Yeah, and you know, and what happens, and I know many people can even relate, you know, and I know this call's getting a bit long, but this is the reality, you know, and you're confused because you really don't know, you don't have guidance, and you're just saying, well, that's a leader that's made a lot of money, I better follow them because that's what they're doing. And let's just get real, guys. This is your life. This is your business. And most people are, you know, giving you and pulling you that way because they know that's going to build their life and their business and their pocketbooks, right? And now everyone deserves to offer value and to get paid in return, but let's do something that's really ours, where this is a foundation that you can keep forever and grow on and know that this is a one tribe. We're not building a company, we're building you. We're building your legacy. We're allowing you to right now leverage some of the assets that we've been creating, the experiences, because of course, you know, I'm here. You guys can look us up. We probably have one of the squeakiest, between the two of us, squeakiest reputations on the internet. I'm very proud of it. That's the one thing that I will say that no one can take away from me. We've never screwed anyone over. We've never left companies and down-mouthed or bad-mouthed them. We've only continued to offer and provide value. And guys, that's where Share the Love comes in. That's just karma. But the universe provides those that give. And so now what we can help you guys do is leverage our stuff, build you. Right, you're going to be able to plug and play these funnels that turn them into yours and leverage our higher ticket offers in the back end, which will be announced privately inside of our personal groups or on some of our strategy sessions, Drew, because our plan is very robust and our reputation is sound that there are multiple people around this world in this industry, that want to work with us, provide and be part of our events, give their content inside of these academies. Yeah. They're like, wow, you guys are doing something that you're not just, hey, we're creating a new deal. No, we're creating a movement that helps people build on themselves and their legacies and allow them to leverage a digital economy so that you can live a similar life that we're living if you want, but it's yours. It's no one else that can't take it from you, right?
Yeah. It's just so exciting. We're going to help people build freedom businesses. That's so cool. That's so cool. I think, and and that's the exciting thing to be a part of. It's a bit like, do I want to help some? Oh, hello, hello. Do you want to help someone make that that $10,000 a month in an income opportunity, or do you want to actually help someone create a freedom business that will pay them forever?
Yeah, that's huge.
It's pretty easy decision.
And I know that they're ready for it. The industry's ready for it. So if any of people feel, we call it disenfranchised, like they're just confused. Where do I go next? Allow us to be a soundboard. She's excited to see you guys. Hanalei is so excited to go to Whistler. In fact, all right, but we're going to close in a minute. I'm going to share with everyone kind of a miniature plan of what's going on because there's so much going on. This is recorded. You'll be able to go back. You can register right now into the funnel. It's just going to walk you through the process. I just recommend you doing it. I buy any funnel or any product I look into. I buy it because I want to see it. I want the process. I want to know if I'm going to leverage this thing. I want to see it working. I want to see it working in real life. And it's really fun though because a lot of people are disenfranchised. They're like, I don't know where to turn. I don't know what to do because now someone's asking me to spend another 10 grand or another 5K or another whatever. And it's really about guys making good decisions, being coached along the way in the proper format. So this is what let's recap it a bit. Now Drew, the Alliance and the Freedom-Preneur movement, we're together. We're coming together as a whole so that we can serve more. You not only now get to leverage the team site that we've got and all the content in there, there will be one combined space that you'll be able to leverage. You saw our team site, Alliance has their team site. Now we have a sales funnel that you guys will be able to use. Both the Alliance and the Freedom-Preneurs can use both. You guys are going to be able to get access to both funnels, whichever works the best for you. We have a traffic plan currently that we're running to make sure that we know the testing. Most companies, I find, they don't ever test it with real traffic. They don't put real money in. They just say try it and use it, and they let the leaders do it. Well, we are the leaders. We're the ones that have created it, so we're doing it. Right? Yeah. And right? And so we do. You already saw the numbers that are converting right now on the small test that was done. I've got current plan cold traffic, Facebook traffic, video traffic. If you guys have seen our videos, you're like, God, they're so amazing. Well, guess what? When you do decide to move forward, the video assets that I've created, you get to leverage for your personal marketing. And so this is going to really be something that is really special. So now we've got team site. Now you've got funnels that we know and we'll be making sure that they do convert. And then you've got a coaching team. Now you've got a coaching team that's working for you and your overall vision and your picture. From there, once you become, let's say, a lifetime member, because you can not only be able to use the funnel and make 50% income on that funnel, all those 3 tiers, you also then, if you are a part of the Academy or the Alliance, we have a $47 monthly offer or lifetime. You get 50% of those consistently, depending on what level you decide to register with. And then again, we start to move forward, which is we will be releasing and developing and it's already done, sharing our business in a box offers, which allow you to leverage higher ticket commissions. So once you're part of the front end, then you have an opportunity to leverage also the commissions and the offers in the back end, which are our full encompass business in a box offers, meaning fully done for you assets, leveraging our outsourcing group. We have a marketplace in the Freedom-Preneur Academy where we have the experts in all areas of not only social media, but copywriting, blog creation, all of them, that you get to leverage because they're a trusted source. They stay because they maintain the integrity and the values we host and hold. And we know if you say, whoa, this guy did not deliver, we are on it right away and they're out of the marketplace. But our tribe is not like that. They're not slimy. They're real because we've worked with them for years. The people that are in this we've been working with them for years, so we trust them. And that's the marketplace. And then now, Drew, we've got our events, which are happening. Shall I tease a bit of many people do know of the next upcoming one because it's been teased. It hasn't been really fully announced yet. Well, we will be announcing it. Should I share those kind of ideas?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So what's happening, guys, is coming up this October is we will be heading back to Dubai. We are making some finalizations on that destination to make sure it's good for all, and so that we will be having our Live the Life That You Love digital lifestyle mastermind will be in Dubai October, and there are all-inclusive, all-encompass events with some incredible speakers that are coming in to contribute. That then will allow you to leverage all the digital assets, a fully customize your own personalized business in a box offer that you can use, that's yours, and that's Dubai coming up in October. The next event will then, of course, be, we mentioned it earlier, in Whistler, BC in February. The first week in February, we're going to do some finalization there. That will be another all-inclusive high-ticket, event that you'll be able to not only learn from and leverage from, and we're really excited about that. We did find one of the most gorgeous homes I've ever seen in that area that we will be hosting the events. There'll be VIP private events. And along these months being in Whistler, there will be day events that's being hosted. Drew's kicking these off in Australia right now, coming up in the next week. You're going on both coasts of Australia to kick off these one-day events, to dial them in so that you can not only invite your customers to these one-day events, but you can also attend them as well if you'd like. And so our Whistler, our big high-ticket 6 days, 5-night, all-inclusive event will be in Whistler, and then throughout April, May, and June, we will be hosting VIP events in our home where we can personally work with you. There'll be 5-day events where we'll have our film crew that will build your personal business, and there will be a maximum of 2 to 3 people that will be able to come personally and stay with us, not only enjoy the Freedom-Preneur lifestyle, but we will be filming them and building their individual businesses on a more private basis. And that's going to be taking place. That schedule will begin directly following the February 5-day full encompass group event. So then March, April, and May, and June will be the private events as well in the house that you guys will go gaga over. Oh, there's the handsome guy. There's the Swano. Where are you?
we can even throw in ski lessons.
Yeah, right? Ski and boarding lessons.
Ski and snowboard lessons.
That's right. It's going to be an all-inclusive event, including on-snow tuition.
Yeah. Coffee will definitely be on the lifts every morning. There's no way you can come to Whistler and not be able to at least go on a lift every morning.
Awesome stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to throw in for any of the lifetime members that I'm going to do a special onboarding for the new funnel this coming Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. So I'm going to be hosting that privately for any people that are in the lifetime members and people that are stepping up to that, to fully release the Freedom-Preneur funnel. So that's what I'm going to be doing.
Awesome.
Yeah,
and also,
that'll be for the
and waxing his snowboard.
Exactly.
It's fun.
Yeah, so we'll be yeah. So this Sunday, so this. You know, I want to thank you guys for being here. Of course, we're obviously really excited, but we're more. It's more passionate energy at this point because now the work has been done and it's going to continue to develop and to grow. And for those of you that would like to join us, you may already be in the tribe, whether it's Alliance or Freedom-Preneur. Great. You may be a monthly member or a lifetime. You have the opportunity inside of the group to connect, to register as a lifetime member. That way you do get full access to the funnels, and you can do that inside of our group. As you guys know, Todd Swan is the backbone of this movement, and Todd will assist you guys in any way. Current monthly members are able to upgrade, but you have to do it personally with Todd. So he cancels you and starts you up again. You'll be able to meet up with Swano Alliance members and also our Freedom-Preneur members on Sunday. That'll get you access to walking you through setting up your personal funnel, but then also we'll be opening and releasing the team site so that you get immediate access to the team site. So if someone asks what you do or you want to connect a banner to a blog that you currently have, of course, you'll be able to do that, and it'll walk people directly into your funnel, and then the back end just starts to work. That's where laying in the hammock now can be done, and letting the mechanics and the machine actually work, along with our coaching team, to really be providing people the best value and the best options that they need. Anything else? We got it, boys and girls. We've been chatting a while for a couple hours here. It's exciting.
I think we've nailed it.
We nailed it. Boom! Mic drop. We're out of here. It's time to get to the beach.
Done. Time to get to the fridge. I'm dying here.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, we'll have a good one, Drew. Thanks for being here. We're super excited with everything that's happening. And wow, the end of 2016 looks super sexy. So we'll see you guys at the next event. And we'll be hearing you on the phone and inside the group. So you can join. Once you guys register, you can get inside the Freedom-Preneur group. And that's where a lot of the magic happens.
Absolutely. Yeah. The only thing to do now is jump into Freedom-Preneur. You need to join that movement, because there's, the stuff that we're delivering to our lifetime members it's off the charts. And there's going to be little adjustments, things. Oh, we didn't even talk about some of the little other products that we're about to release.
I know.
I've got the I've got the ultimate guide to info product marketing coming out. Damn.
So much.
That's going to be ready tomorrow.
We're like the crazy, what do they call it? What's it called? The crazy scientists. Like, there's so much stuff that we're developing and creating all the time. Everyone keeps going, why can I use it? How do I use it? Well, here you go. You just got to join the movement, and you get it.
All right. Bye for now, everyone.
And as always, be unstoppable.